Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we are going to have another Empire on Dwarf matchup. And this one is interesting because he's got a... Well, I'll go over my army first, then we'll go over his. So I have a main line here of 5 swordsmen, 2 spearmen on each flank, 2 handgunners as per usual. Instead of an amber wizard, I have a jade wizard on a horse with earthblood. So I'll be using that on my heroes, on my Empire Knights, and mostly here on this steam tank that I brought, so I can kind of out-skirmish the enemy. And I, of course, have my 2 Empire Knights here in the back who will be trying to get at the skirmishers. We'll go take a look at the Dwarven player. He's deployed all throughout the forest here in a very ragged line, so all I could see here is quarterers and an impressive artillery setup. He's got 2 cannons, a master engineer, and a goblobber way hidden back here. Definitely love to bring that guy. He's got, I think, 4 units of Longbeards over here in the forest with a Rune Lord. He's got 2 Quarrelers here, 1 Ulthar's Raiders, so definitely got to keep my heroes away from these guys. He's got a Grumbling Guard, Dragonback Slayers, and a Dwarf Warrior over here. So his main kind of core defense force is over here. He's got his skirmishers in the middle, and kind of like a specialist force over on this side. And he's going to be moving up his artillery here, so we can start having some fun with our artillery. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do here. The problem is he's brought this Master Engineer, so it gives plus 30% accuracy and plus 20 reload skill. So these guys are going to be shooting incredibly fast, and they're going to be shooting incredibly accurately. You can see already this tiny target is getting hit by these cannons because of the accuracy buff of the cannons. It's going to make it much easier for the cannons to hit this target, whereas usually they wouldn't really be able to put too much damage on because if you can see it has a very thin kind of profile. But you can, they're hitting it almost like once per volley. And I already had max mana at this point, so I just went ahead and cast Earthblood, trying to get my mana to start regenning. I'm first opening fire on these guys, but I'm probably not going to be able to hit these guys. So what's the point, really? I guess. And soon this is just not gonna go super well for me. But I'm gonna move up. Keep trying to target his infantry, because that's what I'd rather shoot at while he's expending his ammo. Still, almost took out a cannon there, just took out a dude. These dwarf cannons look so cool, with like runic writing on top. Very impressive beards. These guys have like metal face masks, whereas these guys have beards. I didn't know they had variations in the same units like that. That's really cool. Wait. Yeah, these guys just have face masks. These guys got beards. Anyways, does not matter. I'm kind of playing around here. Here you can see my steam tank taking incredible amounts of damage. Earthblood is going to be popped on this guy. Extended effect. Try and get him back up. Let's take a look here. Well, I guess in this battle replay it doesn't show you how much hit point, but you can heal almost just entirely full again. One time, or I guess halfway, or 2/3. And we're just going to continue posturing like this for a while. I moved into this forest to try and get some cover while still being able to shoot. I was trying to line this up here. And shoot through here. But they seem to be doing an excellent job of getting through that gap here, so I'm going to be changing strategies again here pretty soon. Towards the thicker end of trees, just trying to survive, bait out ammo, try and get some damage done if I can.
Moving now. Taking position.
Oh god, at this point I'm starting to get worried. I've moved up an Empire Knight over on this side to try and maybe get at those cannons. But you can see he has his Slayers out right behind him and the Grumbling Guard. Though those are going to be my target, the Grumbling Guard. Great target for my artillery. An even better one would be this guy, but I didn't think I had the angle here. Yeah, see, I saw I had a decent angle on those Grumbling Guard, but if I had moved out here to shoot at those, I probably would have exposed myself a little bit too much. Still taking a ton of damage. Man, brutal. His Goblobbers opening fire on my Empire Knights, not doing too well, as I try and get close enough to do some damage. Good miss there from the Steam Tank. It's nice to see these extended skirmishing. Oh god, just devastating. I don't know what I was thinking throwing these guys away. But I'm going to move into this thicket. And I'm going to start trying to... I'm using them as a distraction to try and get in here. But I see the Ulthar's Rangers, so they have stock. And I'm immediately going to bail out of the situation. They can kill me really, really fast. So all of this was a waste. You can see while I was microing over there, the cannon shot straight through the side of my knights and just slaughtered them almost to the man. So they're gone. 900 gold down the drain. And I'm going to realize this is about time I start moving up, because I'm not going to win this skirmish engagement. There is not very much ammo left on these guys, but the Goblobber has full ammo. But luckily it's going to still be shooting at this. You can see that cannon just took out like 5 dudes. Luckily the Goblobber is going to keep spending ammo on this guy. So any ammo I can bait out of there is good. He's moving up his kind of melee force here. I don't really know what he was maybe hoping to catch the tank with the Slayers. But I'm going to take this opportunity to get some nice clean shots here at the Grumbling Guard. And when somebody has the better artillery position, anything you can do to kind of disrupt their formation, make them move, is going to be just way to your advantage. So I'm trying to drag him out and then isolate him here with my handgunners and maybe my heroes. He's going to realize that this is not the best move here. Another Earthblood popping up. And he's going to be turning around. But I'm going to get some great shots now into the back of the Grumbling Guard. They're in nice blocky formations now. So just devastating shot there. Any damage you can do like this is going to be to your benefit. You can see Goblobber still firing at my knights. So now they're invisible, so I'm going to be shooting at the Slayers. Not going to be very effective versus the Slayers, but whatever. It's a high value target. Still Goblobber coming down here. Almost hit my Spearman. He's shooting at my heroes now, which is not very good. So I think shattered. The Empire Knights are gone. They've baited as much ammo as possible. Oh man, that Goblobber is just so accurate. Good shot there. Knocked out some Grumbling Guard. Ooh, good shots there from the cannon. I'm going to be casting Earthblood on these guys pretty soon, just because I have so much mana in this battle. It was very lucky that I had that. So I'm going to position these guys behind the trees, try and give them some cover, distract from them shooting my Steam Tank. And of course, still just going for the infantry. At this point, the only artillery I really care about is the Goblobber. I need to get that off the field, but the cannons I'm not too worried about. They've spent most of their ammo. So you can see my main line moving up, my handgunners trying to get them in good spots, all spread out so they can't be damaged as easily. These dwarves still repositioning. You can see their fatigue level is fine because of the Grumbling Guard, so they're not going to take any fatigue penalties from running around like this. But this nice blocky formation, excellent target for the Steam Tank. Right in there. Overshot just a little bit, but we'll do some good damage. You can see my Empire Knights going out way far to the flank, trying to get at that Goblobber. He moved it a little too close here, maybe didn't see my line approaching, and so I'm going to be in a nice position here. Handgunner's full health, that's the perfect thing. I got my Spearmen out on the flanks, and I'm going to be moving my Steam Tank up. Getting some nice volleys here into the Quarterlers. And these Ulthar Rangers are going to get got by Swordsmen. So this is a fight they're not going to enjoy. They're armor piercing and mostly a range unit, so they're going to take some damage there. They're getting shot as well, so definitely not going to like this engagement at all. I kind of mess up my charges here, but it is going to work to my advantage pretty soon. Swordsmen don't really have that great of a charge anyways. I'm kind of wrapping around this Longbeard. Over on this side, he's going to charge, and I'm going to decide that this is not to my advantage here. I'm going to lose this fight, so I'm going to fall back and line up some great side shots with the steam tank. I'm also going to move my handgunners up right here to shoot in the back of all these expensive units over here. Specifically the Grumbling Guard, which my spearmen would have no chance in heck against. My heroes are going to come down in the corridors, though. I do have to be mindful of the slayers. My cavalry over here coming in, my spearmen ready to flank. My handgunners are coming around to the side, are going to be shooting into the sides of these Longbeards. Great use of Rune and Wrath of Ruin here. I'm making a move for his artillery, so he's going to use his Lord to intercept. But that means his Lord is not close enough to be buffing any of his infantry. So that makes the Rune Lord almost, I think, not worth the cost. Oh, just devastating shot there. Send like 8 dwarfs flying. That's where the cannon's going to excel, right in the side. And you can see I'm shooting right into the flank. So I'm going to get rid of them relatively quickly. Here my handgunners are firing into the side as well, making sure that these swordsmen can win this fight. Here my knights are going to get into the Goblobber, try and shut it down. And my heroes are running around almost with impunity. They ran away from the slayers. Oh god, just amazing shots there from the steam tank. This swordsman's not going to last long, but just by killing the Ulthar's Rangers, he's paid for himself, and then some. I'm going to bring these knights in, though, to try and get some rear charges around here. And you can see my hero holding up this side, and my flying heroes holding down these Longbeards because my swordsman broke. And I'm going to fill in with an extra spear that I held in reserve. My spearmen are actually going after the Goblobber too, because I wanted to keep the knights moving, and my handgunners are getting into a slightly better position to finish off these Longbeards. You can see my swordsmen definitely suffering in that prolonged fight. Over here, my spearmen are just doing what they do, holding the line, and I'm going to bring my, these squirrelers were shooting at my hero, so I brought my steam tank in, and I'm just going to run them over real quick, do some good damage, try and terrorize them off the field. Moving into a slightly better position here. Slayers coming after my Knights of the Realm, so I'm going to try and get them out of that fight. Here I'm going to get to the Goblobber, stop it from firing. My handgunners are now going to be shooting with impunity, destroying this vastly superior Longbeard unit. You can see my very cheap warrior priest holding these spearmen much longer in the fight than they otherwise would. My troops over here, even with the massive support, are losing because they are spearmen. They have almost no armor-piercing damage. Here the Ulthar's Rangers finally go. The Quarrelers are going. My knights are still running away from the Slayers, doing everything they can to get away. I'm going to charge these Quarrelers, and then I think I'm going to come over here and charge these Dwarf Warriors. My swordsmen finally rout, but I still have my warrior priest in here, and these Longbeards are about to rout as well. So just like what his Rune Lord did over here, I'm going to be able to get some shots in while my hero holds down this blob. Going to be really effective use of my handgunners here, really making sure that they're my killing power and not using anything else. My swordsmen are going to get into these slayers, hopefully. The swordsmen are going to get ripped apart. The slayers are great against low-cost infantry like this. They can rack up a ton of kills against spearmen and stuff like that. But you can see with my hero support, my main line wasn't enough to win against Longbeard's vastly superior unit. But my heroes are able to come in here and do the damage necessary to start getting them off the field. Of course, I've been healing them, I think, with my Jade Wizard. I'm going to bring him in to help too. And I'm going to just leave these handgunners here to shoot at the Dragonback Slayers, because they will mop up all of those units over there, no problem. My swordsman here get into the cannon. So now it's just kind of a mop-up operation. Goblobber still active. I don't know what I was doing. Definitely should have made sure that got off the field. My heroes here are going to mob the Rune Lord. And that's going to be pretty much that. Though there are a lot of stragglers here, and he's still got his Master Engineer. But his Rune Lord's just not going to be able to stand up to this. The Steam Tank's still at mostly full health. Warrior Priest is half health. General of the Empire full health. General still has his potion as well, so a lot of hit points there, though I don't know what his cap is at the moment. Oh, he's got 162 left, so it doesn't really matter that I have a potion. Earthblood did its work. And there it's going to rout. It's just going to be his slayers here, holding up, getting shot in the back, not dying very quickly, even though they're getting shot in the back by handgunners. They do die to cannonballs, though. You see him, he went flying. Brave death for the dwarves. Definitely a close battle. I think I got lucky with my steam tank not dying and the patches of trees being exactly where they needed to be. But I thought that was a really fun battle that I really didn't expect to go that way. Oh, boy. It's a lot of dead Empire Knights. And that's some dead Slayer. So Pyrrhic victory. Definitely a good game to my opponent. Really close. You can see 141 kills here on the steam tank. Definitely doing well. Wasted Empire Knight. Handgunners both did very well. Crucial kills there on high value targets. My heroes all did pretty well. That was probably the swordsman that got into the Ulthar's Raiders. One of the few units that the swordsman will actually do pretty well against is the Ulthar's Raiders. And yeah, so you can see all the kills concentrated on basically the heroes, the handgunners, and the steam tank. So when you see this Empire army against you, those are the key components, and if you can get those off the field, then you'll be fine, and you can kind of wrap it up from there. Anyways, good game on my opponent. Oh, well, you can see great kills here against the Longbeards, even though they were getting shot in the back and attacked by heroes. Very solid unit. Grumbling Guard, even though I had them down to like half health, shot in the flank, still got 50 kills on those spearmen. Great kills on the Slayers. The Quarrelers were mostly firing at my heroes. They actually won't do that much. The General, the Empire, and the Captain are pretty hardy. The Rune Lord, decent kills, but that was mostly on Swordsmen and Spearmen. And yeah, you can see surprisingly good kills here on the cannons and the Goblobber, considering how much they spent time shooting at the steam tank. Anyways, well, good game to Stormwing forever, and thanks for watching. That's that.